The Walking Dead Season 10 ended on a cliffhanger, so we've got all the info you need about what's coming in the final 30 episodes and who those stormtrooper-looking dudes are. BD here with the TWD info you seek, as the Whisperer War is finally a thing of the past and the Commonwealth story, it's just beginning. Where do I get all this info from? Well, the comics, of course, and it doesn't hurt that I had a good chat with my good friend Greg Nicotero, executive producer of The Walking Dead and director of episode 1016. So let's jump in, but be warned, spoilers for The Walking Dead Season 10 finale follow starting now. Quick little recap, the Whisperer War story has ended without as high of a body count in the finale episode as you might have expected. Beatrice got totally torn up by the dead and some red shirts got blown away by a explosion, but Gabriel looked like he was making his last stand and Maggie came to the rescue because Maggie's back, y'all, let's go! Carol decided not to commit suicide, Lydia joined the group, Negan and Daryl might be actually getting along, and Beta died in epic fashion by getting two giant knives put through his eyeballs.
Norman had pitched that idea. Norman had said, I just should come up with both of my knives and stab him in the eyes. And, part of the story arc there is that Beta can't die from those stab wounds. And, Norman's knives are fucking 12 inches long, of Ryan for the pull out. So did that great shot where you see the knives being pulled out. But there was a lot of talk about it because, Ryan really wanted Beta to continue to fight after that. And then, Norman had his thoughts and Angela and Corey had very specific beats because Norman was like, yeah, I should just stab him and he should die.
The end of the episode, though, that's where things get really interesting. Eugene, Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Princess found themselves surrounded by a bunch of stormtrooper-looking dudes, and we're all left here wondering what is going on. No, this isn't a crossover or an Attack of the Clones. These are Commonwealth Soldiers. They first debuted on the cover of The Walking Dead issue number 175, which Robert Kirkman debuted during a New York Comic-Con panel. Little did we know this cover was a sign that he had an end game in mind, and it was the beginning of the comic book marching toward a final issue in the form of issue number 193. Now we know the Walking Dead TV show also has an ending in mind. Only 30 episodes remain, and these soldiers might be taking us to the promised land.
And then all of a sudden, when we started designing the Commonwealth armor, I think the thing that was challenging was taking Robert and Charlie's artwork and adapting it, because there are certain aspects of a human body that have to be able to move, but the way the armor was designed and drawn, we had to sort of adapt it to something that was three-dimensional and real. And I was really, really excited about getting to make something different for the show. Something that...
The Commonwealth is a location which houses more than 50,000 survivors. They're so well off, they have sporting events and concerts and a class system, which doesn't really work and causes a lot of problems. They are led by Governor Pamela Milton. Yes, Governor. Yes, this is The Walking Dead and we're talking about a governor again. We suspected Maggie might be off with the TV version of this character after Georgie looked just like her in season 8, but Maggie made a return to her Hilltop and Alexandria family in this episode, so we can't be too sure just yet.
First and foremost, I didn't want people to feel like she had been gone. I wanted it to feel like as soon as she came back, it was like no time had passed. And I'll be honest, the first day that she shot, I went to work early and I knocked on her trailer door and I went and I sat in her trailer with her for about 20 minutes and we both kind of had butterflies, just at this weird sort of inexplicable excitement about being able to do it again and to be together again. And
this story leads to the end of the book as Rick Grimes decides Pamela's ways are corrupt and her creepy, annoying, misogynistic son is a big problem. But this ultimately results in Rick being killed by that creepy little whose name is Sebastian. I hate you, Sebastian. This Commonwealth community is likely to be a major factor in season 11 as the show reaches its close in the fall of 2022. Let's just hope they don't infuriate us by killing a character we love on the final pages. If you have questions about The Walking Dead Season 10 finale, send them my way on Instagram at BrandonDavisPD and head over to Comicbook.com/TheWalkingDead for more updates from myself, Cameron Bonamalo, and the rest of the writing staff. I'm BD. I'll see you there.